This is the decision that we went with. You see the title screen.
You know what's up. Hold on, let me zoom in let me push my chair.
She needs to be comfortable. She's the one in control here, so if something's off, then...
It's true. I don't know if that actually helped. See, the rug, it kind of holds back my chair.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only get so close.
We had the rug slated to be here like when we moved in, but it didn't arrive on time, and so the whole studio was set up because I couldn't wait.
Yep.
We had shows to do and stuff. Anyways, welcome to our playthrough of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We're going to be playing at least the first one, and unless it's a disaster, maybe the second one as well. We're going back to an old system here where I've played this before. It's the first one. I'll have played the second one by the time we get to it. And Michaela has not.
Mm-hmm. I've only played a tiny bit of the intro. I didn't even get to the first big area. There's just some dialogue boxes.
Yep. So it's effectively a first-time playthrough. Quite properly, I think we're trying to move away from the term blind playthrough. You know, it's understandable. It's a little bit weird because even first-time playthrough doesn't necessarily convey exactly the same sense, but whatever we can do to help clean up language in general is fine. So basically, she hasn't seen the game before other than that 5-10 minute snippet, and I've beaten it so I can help or not help as necessary.
Troll me as needed.
Yeah. Either way, really. Who knows? Who knows how much of either column will be necessary. You should be able to start this and have a clean save file. It's on a different profile than what's normally on my Switch.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I can just go.
Mm-hmm. So you have to select
I remember
adventure.
looking at options before.
Yeah, you can. So we'll have to kind of decide how to do the text.
This controller feels really weird in my hand.
She has a Pro Controller.
I do have a Pro Controller, and I own one also that I rarely use because I pretty much play my Switch exclusively on handheld. So
I don't.
Yeah, text skip. Yeah, we probably don't want it doing that. Oh, is there a way to increase the speed though? Because I noticed it was horribly slow.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? No.
So I have the skip as low as it can be for the wait time, and that's only for auto advance anyways, which we don't have on. So I've been playing this game by skipping text all over the place, but unfortunately viewers will not be able to read that fast. So
yeah, oh boy.
Now, the nice thing is, as soon as the text box fills, we'll be advancing. So if you can't keep up with that pace, I'm sorry, but
yeah.
You've seen other playthroughs on this channel. You know we try and go at about a medium pace. I would go faster if it were just for me, but I'm trying to include people. So everything should be pretty much good to go.
I think so. Okay. Special content, nope. We're just going to go into adventure. New game. All right, here we go.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Who dis? Just kidding, I know who.
It's Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright! Oh my god, he's time traveled!
There are definitely times, such as when you can see the defense lawyer and the prosecutor and those little horizontal cut-ins.
Yep.
Where you only see enough of his face that he just looks exactly like Phoenix.
That's hilarious.
So it throws us right into the middle of things, which is not new for this series.
Mm-hmm.
And both of us have played each of the 6 main titles before this.
Yes.
Did you play the 2 Edgeworth games? You would have had to have
no,
done some funny business.
I was gonna say, because I don't know if did either of them come out in the States. Maybe the first one did, but I don't even know if the second one did. So first one did, second one did not. So I haven't played either of them.
And because the second one didn't, I haven't ever played the first one. I was kind of waiting for them both to come over to dive into them, and
it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe this doing well will help. I don't know. Maybe
I hope it does well.
it could be just too far gone at this point, but I don't know. It seemed like it'd be an easy release.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. I was staring at your lack of eyes under your hat. It's very disarming.
Classic anime syndrome. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
and there's a ton of that in Neo, The World Is With You, too. People without eyes walking around. It's the funniest thing.
Persona did it a lot, you know.
Persona, yep,
people
same
walking around the
thing.
city.
Uh-huh.
Makes
Yep.
sense. Why animate eyes on people who don't matter?
Right, exactly.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. That's how I'm pronouncing it. I don't know if it's right.
Do they ever say his name in the game for us to know?
I don't think so. There's only a handful of cutscenes,
Oh.
and he's not really talking a ton in them to begin with. There are
Ah,
voiced lines from him, but
Okay. Well, it doesn't roll off the tongue nearly as well as Phoenix Wright, but I'm sure I'll get accustomed.
yeah, take that, other cultures. And now here I am, awaiting my trial.
God,
Oh,
I keep
fuck.
trying to press the B button to make it go faster, and it's not working.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they didn't include a text speed option. I was looking around for it an awful lot in the beginning.
Yes. It's just like, are you...
And I settled on having to skip, and then occasionally having to come back to the history and see a line of dialogue I accidentally skipped because
Right.
I could not take it.
Yep.
For my own purposes, not trying to have other people watch, I was like, I can't. This is too slow.
Yep. I like this guy with his wispy bandana.
And there's always wind.
And there's always wind around him. He is just surrounded by it.
And he has a sword.
And he has a sword. Very cool. Sir, I don't know if you can bring that into the courtroom, though. I mean, you probably can't because other people have done crazier things in this series, but
They do sort of allude to this. It's like, I don't know if it's the best idea if you want. And he's like, no, it's fine. And
it's
everybody's
totally
like,
good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we had a guy throw coffee at Phoenix.
Oh, we had a lot worse than that.
We had a whip.
Whips.
We had... I'm trying to think what are some of the worst ones. I'm trying to remember.
There's more assaults in this game coming up, too, by the way. So.
Oh, I have no doubt.
And look, because I don't want to harp on it during this, because I really do like this series quite a bit. Look, at a certain point, you just have to throw a lot of things out of the window.
Oh,
like,
and I
you know.
do. With this series, I don't take it really seriously at all. I know what it is.
I used to be, even after I was like, I love this series and I'm playing all the games, I was still a little bit frustrated by the whole, like, somebody lies in their testimony, just blatantly lies, sometimes purposefully or nefariously lies, and then they're caught in it, and then everybody's just like, it's fine, just don't do it again. And you're like, no, you go to
Yes.
jail.
There should be consequences.
That's called perjury.
Yes. Yeah, I like Kazuma so far. I mean, I've only seen this, like, intro sequence with him, so.
This is the best judge in the series, for what it's worth.
Is it really? I'm not saying something. Well, not really. The
It's-
judges are kind of meh.
It's saying something.
It is saying something, I guess, considering
not
that the
much.
bar is set very, very low.
Correct.
I had a gun in my hand, but you have to believe me.
Literally a smoking gun.
Yes. But it definitely wasn't me.
I could never murder someone. In my head, that's always how it goes.
Yes, right?
Look at
Anytime
this
there's something in
keyword.
red, it's like, blah. Man, it's been a while since I have played the Phoenix Wright games. The last one I played was 6.
Yep.
And that was
When 6 came out,
when 6 came out.
which was
Like
2015?
Was it? I thought it was like 16
Maybe
or
16?
17. Somewhere around there. Anyway, it's been too long is the point.
Kazuma Asogi.
Have we tried ranking this series before? I'm sure we have at one
I
time.
think we did in the review for 6.
We did. Probably. I don't even remember anymore how I would rank them, but
He's even a qualified lawyer.
I also like that we're talking out loud for him to hear this and for him to respond.
Well, sometimes the narration gets picked up by other people around you. Sometimes the self-talking or whispering gets picked up by everybody around you.
Yeah, it basically you don't have an inner monologue.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
He has to be by himself.
Yes.
If there's anybody even nearby, they're going to hear him talk.
Yes. It turns out his thoughts and his whispering is very loud.
I don't know why our protagonist is named Ryu when this guy's got the red headband flowing in the wind.
Missed opportunity. That's what I'm gonna go with. Oh yeah, this scene was funny to me because like he's here and he's chatting with us, and then in a couple minutes he just like
Ghost.
fades. He just ghosts, and we're like, okay, it's a weird way to transition, but sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't expect a lot from this series as far as graphical upgrades, and this game has quite a few compared to some of the older ones.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
But that was what kind of like, yeah, we just like transition away and then have him be gone or something. Don't show him fade. But
I know, like
it's what the series has done. I mean, sometimes people just leave that way. It's happened in past games too.
that is true.
It's a little bit weird in a flashback,
It's
but
a little weird in a flashback. I don't. Not that it necessarily makes more sense in like the current time, but it's all good. Sorry, camera.
I assume when people fade out of a scene that they're actually dead.
That they're actually going to like heaven or hell. It's
Yeah, the Guilty Gear choice.
yes.
The rebel wheel is turning.
I can't wait for Kazuma to, with all his hope and optimism, to like become really bitter and hate everyone eventually. It's just a gut feeling. I saw his artwork on the box art.
Looks fierce.
He looks fierce, right? Maybe he goes through some shit. Maybe defending us ends up being an ordeal.
Maybe you're the worst
Maybe
defendant in the history of
we
trials.
are the worst.
As of right now, you might be. I mean, one of the recurring themes of this is that this is a fledgling justice system that Japan has implemented. So there hasn't been a whole lot of these trials thus far.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you could be the worst defendant so far.
Yeah, we probably are.
Yeah, he was in a restaurant, and there was a guy, and he got shot, and that guy was holding a gun.
Case closed.
That's the opening and closing statement, and we're done.
Go to jail. And rot. Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Here's a nice guy.
Mr. Nice Guy. And Chick. I like her. I like her design. I'm excited to see more of her.
Yeah, we'll have to see what comes of any of these characters. You know?
Yes.
Who's prominent, who's not. I mean, anybody who's got a portrait is at least somewhat prominent, obviously, but...
I only know as much as, like, the box art. I have a clue of who some of the characters, some noteworthy characters might be, but I don't know what that means. Are they good? Are they bad?
You have to tell us
could
when
be
we get to the
anything.
point where we're now just uncharted waters.
Oh, yes. I will let you know. It's, we're not there yet, but we'll get there. I do remember this. But he's like, if you fail, you can't go to Britain.
We'll
And-
revoke your scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you'll lose your dream. And I'm like, wow, that escalated quickly. But why?
If you can't get this clearly guilty murderer off.
I also love, like, the little, like, how the text box, like, it changes pitch depending on who's speaking.
Yeah.
The Golden Sun series did this, too, and I always loved
It's
it.
a good trick for when you're not going to voice things.
Yes.
It's to the point where I would think it was weird to have voice acting. I think it would be a welcome addition, but I'm used to this, you know?
Me too. I kind of, like, associate it with my experience of the series as a whole. So it would be weird. I could probably adjust, and it would also depend. It would really depend on who's voice acting.
Mhm.
Like, are
And
they?
It needs to be good.
It needs to be good. We can't have a Phoenix versus Leighton situation because that was atrocious.
I haven't played it. I
Oh,
couldn't bring
you-
myself to play.
Oh, it's good. I mean, other than the voice
bet it's
acting,
good, but-
just turn off the voice acting if you
Okay.
can, or just like put it on.
Just like plug my ears.
Just plug your ears. There might even be a way to change it to Japanese or something. You might want to consider doing that because
I
the
really
English
should.
voice acting is really bad.
I really should play that. I don't know why I haven't.
It's good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's several good games on my list of things I haven't played that I should, and I don't know.
You know, I have it too, though. I mean, like Horizon Zero Dawn is probably something I should play someday. Persona 5. I should
will.
probably play through it properly someday.
Hmm.
So, you know. I'm not about to give somebody a hard time when I myself am not the not the best.
Yujin Mikotoba. Now, by default, I assume all 4-syllable Japanese names are like ba 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 ba. But of course, Persona 5 taught me that that's wrong.
Yes, there is a bit more of the inflection varies depending on the syllables themselves.
It took me a
but
long time to get Sakamoto. Sakamoto? I forget.
I think it's
It's the second emphasis on the syllable. I know that much. I think it's Sakamoto.
Yes.
But when I first saw it, because you don't hear it until you see it for a few times, I was like, oh, it's Sakamoto. No. It's me being ignorant. You and he are best friends. This is classic, when you insert the arms into the opposite sleeves.
Oh, yes. 100%. This guy's mustache, he has a very prominent mustache.
Yeah, it's like a Tom Selleck mustache.
Right? It's he's not messing around.
It also looks like a third sideburn. Like if he...
Oh my god, it kind of does.
You could like detach it and stick it on one of the sides and it would just lengthen it.
Yes, I hate it. Will be revoked and never granted again. See, that was the part where I was like, what the? Why? Why have we escalated this to this degree? Also, I like the floofy thing on his chest there. Little poof ball.
Yeah, it's a loofah.
It's a loofah.
Obviously.
He's got to be ready to take bats on the fly, you know?
I'm a learned man who definitely understands all of Japanese culture.
Oh, 100%.
Therefore, I'm confident when I say...
God, one day I will visit Japan and maybe revisit some Japanese again since I forgot all of it now. Yeah, the very dramatic head turn, you know.
At least in this case, while it's a little contrived, it's kind of like, well, this is so early in the infancy of the relationship between these countries that there's no margin of error, so if he screws up, he's done.
Yeah, I guess I can see it. Like, I don't even think it's bad. I just think it's funny of like, oh, wow, okay, we're going there. No easy Oh, sorry, I might be going too fast.
Nope. If the text box fills and you want to advance, you advance.
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
This is slow enough.
And besides, people can pause if they need to.
Or play the game themselves.
Or just play the game
themselves.
Look,
we're trying to be accommodating for people who like watching these when they can't or don't want to play along the game. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
these text boxes are slow enough that you should be able to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope not. Although we're really gullible, so maybe you could.
Trinkos. I'm already kind of looking bad enough as it is. I don't think I need help being found guilty.
Right? Oh yeah, I remember this too. Also, I think the British spelling of things is amusing. With defense and apologizing. I'm sure there will be more. I do.
It's a wedding. Got it.
It's a wedding! Oh my god, we were upset about nothing.
Marry Kazuma.
Yes, I do. I shall. Well, now we'll never know. People are screaming at me.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
I feel so much more prepared. Oh yeah, summarize,
Oh shit.
Oh my god, no!
We'll be super guilty.
The dramatic gray screen with the zoom.
Very slow zoom.
Yes. You'll be in jail and probably die. All right, and with that, we are officially into the unknown.
Oh.
This was as far as I got. I didn't even get into the unknown.
Okay, well
Here we
then
go.
You've seen nothing of the courtroom.
So I literally saw nothing of it. I was about to walk in, and then I had to turn it off for some reason. I don't remember why. Maybe I got a phone call. Oh no, look at his eyes! I was told about this before, but now I'm experiencing it in all of its glory.
Yeah, sometimes your pupils, they just flit about and you can't control them and you won't control them.
Sorry, I just have to let this sit for a moment and just observe, just take it in.
Maybe the harsh wind is blowing his eyeballs around. I don't know.
He's like,
The Supreme Court of Judicature.
That's a weird name when we say it out loud. Sounds better in my head.
A lot of legal terms look better on paper than they are aloud,
Right,
almost as if it was by design.
Yes, they just sound bad when you say it. Yeah, they seem really, pissed.
And they don't have eyes either.
And they don't have eyes. A
Oh,
secret trial.
like Secret Squirrel.
Oh my god.
I think I technically could make our little windows bigger for this game because I was looking around a little bit and testing, and everything's pretty centered.
Oh.
But it's all right.
That's alright. We can just stay at the bottom left forever.
We're plenty big.
Yes. No one really needs to see our reactions anyway. What are they gonna see? My eyes bulging out of my skull? What else is new? Now, okay, wait. Oh, is the dude up there? Because I'm... Okay. I see. There we go. These are camera angles I'm more familiar with. Judge, you're looking snazzy. You also don't look as old as the guy in the later games.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a nice beard.
All right. So
Oh
this
my
is
god,
not
this
Pain.
I was gonna say this has to be the ancestor of Pain.
In theory, I mean, it certainly looks that way, yes. But his name is not Pain, it's Ouchie. So I don't know
Ouchie.
why you think that I was connected to Pain whatsoever.
They just look so alike, and also Ouchie is a worse name. His
We'll
eyes
see what
are
happens when he
so-
says objection. Maybe that'll tell us something.
Oh boy, I am excited. What a nice friend we have. It's a bit late.
Oh, shit.
Oh god, is this the
Black and
question?
white zoom.
Zoom! Oh Christ. I actually have to answer this?
First choice.
I mean, yeah. In theory, what's his face can jump in and be like, "No, I do," and then whatever. But
And you fight to the death.
and then you fight to the death. Oh God, I haven't saved. Shh. Oops, I forgot my own rules with.
Yes!
Very polite.
Yeah. Sorry, I know I just said a single word. Allow me to explain myself.